And fire crews are still battling that fire that's burning in the Hollywood Hills. The Barham fire has burned some 34 acres. The cause still under investigation. Now, that fire started yesterday afternoon on Barham Boulevard near Forest Lawn Drive. And KCAL 9's Joy Benedict is live in Toluca Lake with the latest for us. Joy.
Yeah, Amy, certainly isn't the largest of fires that we've seen in the last couple of weeks, but it certainly is one that a lot of people are talking about simply because where it is. This isn't an area that most people would think we would have some sort of a grass fire, but nonetheless, it happened. And it happened yesterday afternoon. You can see this entire hillside behind me did burn. There is still a lot of smoke here in this area as things do continue to smolder, and firefighters are on each and every one of these side streets making things sure that things don't flare up once again. But this was the scene yesterday during the height of the fire as the smoke and the flames could be seen for miles, especially along the 134 down the 101, as folks in and around the Hollywood Hills area were certainly concerned. There were a lot of folks who chose to leave their neighborhoods as a precaution, but we are told, in fact, that there were no structures that were threatened during this fire, or at least that aren't structures aren't threatened right now. In all, 34 acres burned. It has 15% containment this morning. One firefighter did suffer some non-life-threatening injuries to his arm and his leg during this firefight, but with 236 firefighters on the ground very quickly and 5 helicopters attacking the fire from up above, firefighters were able to get a handle on this fire very, very quickly. Nonetheless, for folks who live in this area, they say it certainly was surprising.
This is the closest to home, and I walked out my balcony, and there was a pretty big wall of smoke, and it's with the studios and everything right here. It's kind of unusual to imagine that fires are in this populated of an industrial area.
This is more of a nuisance fire than a huge threat, and the surrounding communities, there's really minimal impact, but we want to make sure we keep our eye on that.
And it's something that they are continuing to keep their eye on. A big fire truck just went by as they are sort of driving around now that the sun is up, trying to figure out exactly where those hot spots may be and what needs to be done here today. And of course, they're going to have their meeting here in the next few minutes to sort of see if there's any new containment numbers. And if there are, we'll bring them to you as that information becomes available right here on KCAL 9 and our sister station, CBS 2, later on this morning. Amy.
All right. Thank you, Joy. And